It's the NFL on EA Sports. And up next is the Armadillos. Speedy running back. He should be a busy man out of the backfield. Who knows what we're in store for here on Thursday night.
Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Great to have you with us in this primetime battle. Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen with you. Under the lights, we'll be putting in the spotlight the running backs. These are two teams, Greg, with backs who can tote it and carry it and make guys miss. They're going to give us a fun old-school game on the ground here tonight.
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool, Mike, because, I mean, how many of these games have you and I done where we start out saying, all right, the quarterbacks, the wide receiver, these two electric passing games, that's how these offenses are built. But now we have a little bit of a throw.
All right, just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically. They got the win. He can continue to play that style of ball. It's going to be a tough group to match up with.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That one is caught by the rookie from Oregon. He's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. 2nd and a yard. Quickly to the outside and complete. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. The training staff going to look, and we'll step out for a moment. Here's a first carry for their running back, and that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7. He'll look to throw. Quick throw here is complete. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. They'll try to hit him with a screen. Good-looking screen play there. A gain of 11 and a first down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw, and he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. We have a tight end motioning left here. They'll look to throw yet again. This one caught at the 4. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team. Back to the air one more time. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
It's hard to play that ball any better than the way that defender did right there. I mean, to stay patient throughout the entire play and make sure that not only are you in prime position to make it, but that once the ball is there, attack it.
It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, Dragons. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
No problem there on the extra point. And the Dragons will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. He'll start at the 2. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. And taking the snaps, a quarterback now in his 3rd year in the league.
It's not so much that he was able to throw for over 400 yards in last week's game, Mike, but it's the fact that he made it look so easy. Every time he touched the ball, it seemed like they were just up and down the field with very little resistance. And he doesn't necessarily have to repeat that type of production this week, but it certainly wouldn't hurt their chances of winning if he's somehow able to do so.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Quick throw, taken in. He's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. Now, faking the give. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now 3rd down comes up. They send the tight end in motion. He'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. They'll look to throw again. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry and a short pickup down to the 21. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. He'll drop to throw. Quick throw out wide. It's caught.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains. One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need, but really nice job there by the quarterback.
This one is hauled in. Are the feet in bounds? Yes! Touchdown, Armadillos!
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. A short one taken at the 10. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Dragons offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. He's been filling up the stat sheet on a weekly basis, hasn't he? You get a look at where he ranks in terms of receptions by a wideout. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. With that, I want to give you a look here at the receiving numbers for him from the game a week ago. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second in inches. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll let one go down the middle. And he will score. Touchdown, Dragons. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
The PAT, up and good. And the Dragons will move out to a 14-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Armadillos offense ready for their second possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap. What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain. Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough third down situation, and now it brings up fourth down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. The Dragons offense and their big play wide out getting set for their next possession. And what a start he's off to. You don't want to start prorating numbers out for 4 quarters, but fair to say, defense going to have to find some way to slow him down. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. And he'll work his way past the 40. He's tackled after a gain of 4. Now a 3rd and 2. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here.
At the 44-yard line, a 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
The Dragons getting their punt team out here. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Armadillos offense ready for this next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line. 1st and 10. Back to throw. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play. And that's exactly what they did.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. One quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. 14-7 is our score. More after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Third and long. Here comes the blitz as he looks to... The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
3rd and real long. This is where your defensive line has to come to life. They decided to keep extra blockers in the backfield, but it didn't matter. They were able to bring him down for a sack and brings up 4th down.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Dragons offense ready to see what they can do. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep...
And they get to him and finally bring him down. It will go down as a sack.
This is where the playmaking ability almost can be a detriment to a running quarterback. They have such confidence in their ability to keep plays alive with their legs that sometimes they hold it just a little bit too long, thinking they can make the next big play. And good job by the defenders tracking him down and took him down for a loss.
The Armadillos offense getting set to get back to work. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
A toss, left side, caught by his running back.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing. The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball, and on defense, take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Dragons offense ready to take over once again. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Throwing downfield, right side, and it's caught. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level, and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Tight end going in motion here. To the right side here, pass is caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Dragons. That is second touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
The extra point, up and good. And the Dragons will take a 21-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. The Armadillos offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
When it starts bad, has a funny way of ending up getting worse, and I don't think that could be any more true than it is right now. They're already down by multiple possessions, and after that start to this drive with the sack, they find themselves once again in a massive hole.
They'll look to set up the screen here. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
Here's 1st and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
I think that's one of those cases where he just tried to put a little bit too much on it and fit it into that window, Mike, and sails it high. Give his guy a chance to bring that one down. Put that ball on his chest and help him secure that catch. At this level, when you're that open, that ball has to be completed.
And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. Putting the tight end in motion. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Here's the punter now, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. Spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. To the air now on 1st and 10. And unable to connect there. It's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Brought down at the 21, a gain of 1. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. In trouble. Down he goes.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked
Personal
up.
foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense. Automatic 1st down.
Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Throwing now from the gun. He throws right side down the field, and it is brought in. A big half continues. Already 2 touchdowns on the score sheet. And here, this grab gets him a 1st down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a 1st down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
They'll look to throw. And this time the rush gets home. And down he goes.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
They'll send a tight end in motion right. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. They'll empty out the backfield, line up for 3rd and 3. And he's going to have the 1st down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
Now they're entering the area of the field, especially with the amount of yards they've gained on this possession, Mike, where it feels like a touchdown is critical. For the defense, settling for a field goal here, especially with the ball where it is, feels like a win.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. Off balance throw, it's complete. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll look to throw again. And he's in. Touchdown, Dragons. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. And that is touchdown number 1 in the National Football League career of a guy, Greg, taken high in the draft. hoping for moments like that.
When you get drafted in the first round, Mike, let alone as a wide receiver, the expectation in the NFL today is that you need to come in and be an immediate impact player. Plays like this continue to build that relationship with the quarterback, and I think this guy's got a real bright future.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff will get a chance to look him over during the break. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. He'll drop to throw. Throwing right, it's taken in. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They'll look to throw here on first down. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. Oh, what a throw. Slinging it across his body and complete. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. 3rd down and 9. And that is incomplete.
Here in the first half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire. So the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to him with another drive here. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Off he goes. And that's a veteran quarterback doing what veterans do. Don't take the extra hit. Got the first down, get down. The drive continues. Now the offense will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. They send the tight end in motion. Back to the air again. On the pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
Having a dominant pass rush so often translates to wins. But that's hardly been the case here, Mike, and they're able to add another sack to their total before half, and that's great. But somehow they still find themselves trailing, and that's the only thing that matters.
And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Greg in just a moment. But first, let's give everybody a look at what's coming up later this weekend around the NFL. Some great games still to come, and I think we highlighted one of the better ones right there, as that promises to be a tight one. Plenty to like about the late afternoon games as well. As you see by the highlight, these guys are in for a battle, taking on what should be a very tough opponent. And then lastly, on Sunday Night Football, those fans will be riled up as it'll be a good matchup between their guys and what equates to be a very tough opponent.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. The return starts from the 5. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The visitors' offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up.
He's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
Good work there to get this back close to a first down. 13 on the gain. It sets up a much more manageable 3rd and 2. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage. It sets up 4th down.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
This will be returnable from his own 15. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll begin here on the ground. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll stick with him again. And he's going to be very close to a first down. That's a good run there. Maybe just a couple of feet short. 3rd and a yard. Back to throw. Open man, left side. He's got it. He's going to have that first down. Gain of 6 as they convert on 3rd down. Through the contact, it's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll throw out of the gun. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From Out of the gun, he'll throw. This one complete right side. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Open man, right side. He's got it. He's going to have the first down. That one good for 9, and the drive continues. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. So after the 5 yards walked off, it is 3rd down and 8. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's over the middle and take it in. He's got it. His second grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. One of the tight ends in motion right. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Tight end going in motion here. Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. Next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots. So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return, and he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here's a designed run. And that's not going to yield a whole lot, up to about the 28-yard line. 2nd down and 8. Moving the tight end right. He'll look to throw. A quick throw. That's complete on the slant. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. Williams in motion. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Here's a handoff out of the gun. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. His 8th reception of the game, and good for a first down. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Throwing now on 1st and 10. Quick throw here is complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They bring a tight end in motion left. Back to the air one more time. Thrown left side. The catch is made. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Ball start, offense.
Now it is 1st and goal. They'll look to throw yet again. He pulls it in around the 5. Second and goal. They'll turn and hand this one off. Hard running, close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him just short. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. We'll have more Thursday Night Football after this. They're in 4-down territory for sure, but what can they do on this one? It's 3rd and goal. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
And the big guys up front in the offensive line just continue to not be on the same page. And we've seen it time and time again here today. This pass rush remains one step ahead of them, and it's the quarterback who continues to pay the price.
The offense will stay out there, but they've got some yards to pick up. 4th down and goal. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. They roll the dice, 4th and goal, but they're going to wind up being turned away by the defense.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. This drive will start on the ground, and slim pickings there to about the 12-yard line. A run now on 2nd down. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. And here comes 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while, it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The visitors' offense ready to get back at it. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He's going to tuck it and go.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in. A gain of 16 on that pass play. And that will be a 1st down. putting one of their tight ends in motion left. He'll drop to throw. There's that man again. Another catch. And good yardage there after the catch to wind up with a gain of 7 on first down. The tight end motioning left here. The shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. The second down throw is incomplete.
He just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier...
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense...
Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked, and they will turn it over on downs.
All right, Mike, so in this situation, a defensive coordinator has 2 options. You can sit back and play the pass, or you can be aggressive and go after the quarterback. In this case, they chose the latter, and that's why they were able to force the turnover on downs.
The home team's offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. And this crowd certainly has liked what they have seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in. They have not disappointed, as they have the advantage here in the 4th. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. They face second down and 7. Now a give on the ground. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Quick throw out wide. It's caught. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Here's 2nd and 2. Putting the tight end in motion. Quick throw taken in. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down. They are set up with 1st and goal. Back to throw. That is caught. Back corner of the end zone. Touchdown, Dragons. That is 3 touchdowns in the game and 4 for the season. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
The extra point is up and through. And the Dragons will add 1 more onto their big lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The visitors' offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Taking off. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
A quarterback who can extend the play with his legs, Mike, is just such a key element to today's modern offenses. You can see there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, but he decides to turn into a runner, picks up a great gain, and ultimately a first down. He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
He'll get this out to his running back.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
The Dragons' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll have a short field in front of them as they try to extend this lead out further. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Smash.
Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, Mike, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game. So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's a handoff. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down. They'll throw out of the gun, and that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in.
That's
That
interference.
might make this a 1st down. Back to the ground after the penalty, and he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Now a give up the middle. And he's going to be taken down.
Well, Mike, you know the old saying, the more tight ends on the field, the better. And in this case, it worked out perfectly. A lot of big bodies on the field, hat for a hat. Nice job there by the back, picking up a good gain.
So the fans going to head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad. They're able to build on the solid performance of a week ago, and they make it 2 in a row with the victory here in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. Good night, everybody.